Welcome back, Azerothians. This week, we discuss the Warcraft movie Pushback, no surprise, Heroes of the Dorm, and all the, Twitter shit, and more PTR raid testing. This is episode number 9 of The Edge. Welcome to The Edge. For the 28th of April, 2015, I'll be your host, Valise, or as I'm known around Thrall Vels. I wish I could get my whole damn name back. I would say a big hello to all the folks in the live stream this evening. If you're listening to this on Stitcher or iTunes, you want to join us for the live show, you can head right over to twitch.tv/The Edge Podcast every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern. We'd love to see you all join in live. As you can see, I am sounding like a complete turd. It's because I feel very under the weather, but I'm doing this podcast because I'm supposed to. So. And we love you. Yes. So I have
our viewers, not you.
Yeah, of course.
Sound better than Matt so far.
Yeah. So Matt's not here. So I put this picture up of his really stupid face. Not to say that Matt's face is stupid, but Matt making a stupid face. So this should be fun. I can't wait for him to find this out. Hopefully he doesn't. He won't know. He won't tell him. So we're going to skip Matt. Matt, you sit there looking pretty. TJ, contributor, YouTuber, Twitter fiend, live streamer. Katie, what's up?
Hello. I'm still moving out roommates, and yeah, the closest thing to gaming I've gotten is Heroes of the Dorm.
Oh god, don't even get me started on that early.
I'll get there.
I'm gonna go in on that.
Is there no more saw blades in your background?
No more saw blades. I have a completed backyard, and there were many jokes about it looking like some kind of demon summoning ritual circle thing, minus a few torches and runes and blood sacrifices. But
so minus the whole demon ritual part.
It's ready. It's primed.
It just looks like construction at that point. It's like a bunch of empty McDonald's bags and Budweiser cans thrown about your lawn from the workers that came to build your backyard.
Who gets to drink on those kind of jobs?
To be fair, I did buy lunch and beer for them while they were here, and
oh, okay.
They took part of it.
So, anyways, the brains behind Get a Raid, Curse Gaming contributor and former Tankspot member Will. So, Will, did you buy beer for the guy who's doing your floors in your house?
I did not. That's why I was a little.
You're a jerk.
Concerned. I know. Now I need to up the ante. Hope he's not listening to this.
Get him some like O'Doul's or
Michelob
Ultra.
I want this stuff done.
Harsh.
I don't want to.
O'Doul's is like non-alcoholic. It'll be fine.
Yeah, I guess. So my World of Warcraft week. I just found out a few hours ago that my main tank is quitting WoW for good, for female purposes. No, he's there's more to it.
No, it's female.
There's a dog though. So
there's a dog. Here, I'm gonna give him one of these. That's what you get. That's what you get, sir. Boo. Boo this man.
So
God, I feel terrible.
We do have a suitable backup, so we're sort of like ready to go, because that backup was in for the last week anyway, while this main tank was vacation stuff. And we downed Hans and Franz and Flamebender on Mythic, so not too shabby of a backup. We just need a backup for the backup now. But yeah, that's my WoW week and PTR testing, which we'll talk about later.
PTR. As for me, I've also been working because I'm an adult, and that's what adults have to do apparently. So this is my first day off in over a couple weeks straight, so I'm quite famished. Mentally and physically. So I've just been chilling today. Put a little bit of stuff together here for the show. Played some Heroes of the Storm. Did watch some Heroes of the Dorm. Been playing a little bit of Diablo 3. Of course, my Warcraft stuff. My Paladin's almost at 690. So he's almost caught up to my Rogue, who's 691. That's about it.
How do I have a higher item level than both of them?
Both of us?
Yeah, both of your tunes.
You won't probably after tonight. So the reason why that is because there was a couple of people that they had to switch mains, like myself included. So we've been splitting the gear, and one of them was a paladin rent me, and then a paladin tank. So we've been kind of splitting some of the gear, like some of the tier pieces and shit, like down the middle, stuff like that. So like the only thing that's bad on me right now is my legs. They're still 655, but everything else is at least 685 or higher. So I got to get that control rod tonight from operator. So I get that really nice best in slot sword with that haste mastery. So yeah, this week, what do you want to talk about? Let's see. Well, there's Children's Week, where you can go get a new green balloon. Woo, a green balloon, everybody. Remember when they came up with like the red balloons and the one that had like the horde symbols on it and stuff?
Yeah, the flimsy yellow one.
Yeah. Well, this year, 2015, green balloons. It's the new toy. It's going to count as one of your toys in your toy box. You can also get a pet care package, which is new. And it contains just random stuff like a big pink bow for your little pug, and magical pet biscuits, and flawless battle stones, just in case you want to sell them on the auction house for more money. So it gives you a small incentive if you've already done the achievement or the achievements for this event, this yearly event. Then yeah, how much of I don't even know how much the flawless battle stones are going for on the auction house.
I was hearing reports of 5K.
Ooh,
so
that's worth
definitely
it.
nothing to sneeze at. I'd probably check the AH right now.
So that gives you something to do. And plus, if you're just one of those people that just like to do all those achievements over and over and over again because it's just something new to do in the game, then there you go. Something new to do. And
the XP isn't shabby either. I think it takes like 30-ish minutes to go through the chain.
Yeah. Yeah, that sounds about right. I haven't done it in a long time. So it's been like 2 years, I think. So they haven't really added that much more other than like vanity items. So the actual process itself, I believe, is still the same. If you want some more gold, speaking of gold, the North American WoW token is currently sitting at about 20,500, somewhere in there. But this would be a really good time to either think about buying one or start thinking about selling one. If you look at the website wowtoken.info, that site shows you an infographic that will kind of give you a heads up of the patterns that have been going on with these WoW tokens. And right now it's in its valley. It's in its low valley. So it has nowhere to go but up from here, at least the way that's been trending the last couple weeks. So this would be a good time to buy, and I'd say within the next couple of days would be a good time to sell, because you might get an extra 5,000-6,000 gold out of selling, because everyone's going to start buying them now that they're really cheap. So that will drive the price back up again. So just something to think about if you if you have the money in the gold and you don't want to spend the money, or if you have the money and you want gold, it's a good time to look into that. Did you guys buy a WoW token at all? Just out of curiosity, I bought 2. I know I think I mentioned that before, but I bought 2 of them. I got like 60-something K.
I spent gold for one.
Gold.
Yeah. I think it did it when it was like 21K. So.
I've done neither, but 20K sounds pretty good for a month, so I may go do that.
Yeah, I might.
Because that's pretty good.
Again.
It's $15.
I mean, you can make 20K in even just doing garrison crap for a few weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm down with that.
Yeah, gold is not what it used to be. That is for sure.
Exactly.
Man, I remember I hate going all nostalgia on everyone, because I do that a lot. I feel like when we do it again, god damn it. I remember
you play in vanilla?
Oh my god, let me tell you about how better vanilla was than any other expansion or anything of this game. So back in my day, if you had 1 gold piece, you were really rich. I mean, I remember when someone actually did have a gold, like 1 gold, and it was like, holy shit, dude. Like, oh my god. I remember when like 50 silver in the auction house was like super expensive. Like, who has 50 silver to spend on this shit? What are you, crazy, man? No.
What is this vile sorcery?
Plus 1 stamina to wrist. 55 silver. You're like, no. But now I can't go to Molten Core because I'll die because I don't have my stamina enchant. No.
Is it sad that some things I'll just vendor because I don't want to pay the auction posting price for it? Because I'm like, that's way too much gold. What is this?
Yeah, the game has changed considerably in that way. So, I don't know. Nowadays, I think I have like about like 100K or something, across my characters, and I'm just kind of like, meh, like whatever. No one cares, except for the gambling thing in raids. You guys do any of that? There's a couple of people.
Gambling. Oh yeah, where it's like 50K
Somebody's got the
bet.
add-on.
Yeah,
and
and then they roll. Yeah, dude, God, that's all they do in my raids during break.
I've
gamble.
made a fair bit of gold doing that, but my guild is... It's a good thing they don't live in Vegas. Let's just say that.
They like to gamble
There
a
are some
lot.
people that are like over 100K in the hole to guildies from rolling, and
That's
they don't
crazy.
stop.
Yeah, that's why I don't even start that business. Nope. So moving forward, the Warcraft movie got pushed back again. No surprise to anyone that has ever played a Blizzard game ever that something along the lines of Blizzard got pushed back and wasn't going to be released when we thought it was going to be. And the fact that there was even a release date was shocking anyways, because it never works out that way. So to set the timetable, this past BlizzCon, they had announced that the Warcraft movie is going to be released in December of 2015. And everyone was super excited. We saw the teaser trailer, looked amazing, and then what was it, like that same week, Star Wars was like, no, we're going to come out with a new movie December of 2015. And then like the next day, Blizzard was like, actually, we're going to make it March of 2016. Just cause. There's no real reason. We've just randomly decided now to change our minds. So, and we all knew why. I mean, Star Wars, come on. You can't fight Star Wars, dude. Not even Blizzard can fight Star Wars. So, and then, recently, apparently, according to Duncan Jones' Twitter, Legendary Pictures, who's the parent company for the film, Warcraft film, like the movie so much they're comparing it. They say it's like Avatar meets Game of Thrones. That's what they've said. That's how they described it. They said it's going to be so good, in fact, that it will be the mega blockbuster hit of the summer, and hence why they've now moved it to June 10th, 2016. So I would ask what your thoughts are on them moving it back, but I already know you're going to say, that's expected. We already know. Blah, 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 blah. So I guess the real question is, what are you guys going to do? I mean, obviously, are you going to go see it night of? I mean, you guys going to go, like, what's your plans? You guys just going to whatever? You don't care? You going to go, like, midnight release? You going to dress up?
I'm highly tempted to go to California.
Of course you are.
To go see it.
God, I wish I lived somewhere near cool things.
Right. Have they said anything about it being, IMAX or any of that kind of fancy stuff?
I mean, I'm sure it will be. I mean, I can't imagine that.
Because where I'm moving to here in a few months, which is why my house is turned upside down, is they have an IMAX theater near where we're going to move. So I'd probably go for that.
I mean, if it's is it a true IMAX theater, like an actual IMAX theater, or is it like one of those fake IMAX theaters?
I don't know.
If the screen moves itself, like if the screen moves, it's fake.
Okay.
Yeah, like an actual IMAX theater is like a stadium seating, like you're sitting almost vertically.
Right.
And the screen like engulfs you.
Right.
It's ridiculous. Like I went to one in Boston and I watched the Mission Impossible movie, the what 3, I think. It's the one where he's on the tower. He's the one in like the hotel or whatever, like the really tall hotel, and he peeks over the side and he has to like climb out the windows with those gloves that stick to the window. You know what I'm saying?
That was the latest, yeah.
Yeah. So when he looked over when he looked out that window, I felt queasy in the IMAX theater. I was like, oh my God, like that is so high up. I am going to barf. So I would imagine that the Warcraft movie will come out. This is what I'm excited for. This is why I'm excited for the Warcraft movie. Because I am going to take all of my non-nerd friends that always make fun of me for doing my podcasting. Oh, dude, your good Warcraft podcast, blah, blah, blah. And then they always make fun of me for raiding, all my nights that I raid. I'm gonna bring them to this Warcraft movie, and I'm gonna show them. Be like, this is why Warcraft is so awesome, and they're gonna love
rub
that
their
movie.
nose in it,
Oh, they're gonna love it.
roll up the newspaper.
They are gonna love this movie. Okay, and I'm gonna be like, see, you dick. And then, oh no, it doesn't stop there. And then I'm gonna get my refer friend mount because I'm gonna get them to play, and then I'm not gonna play with them.
Do you think? Okay, I know that has happened with other franchises in the past and stuff, but do you think that the movie itself will do enough hyping of the games for people to start maybe
Yes.
like a lot or
Maybe not a lot. I think it'll be
I
I think it'll be a considerable surge in the beginning,
Okay.
but it'll still die off. But I mean,
Yeah.
you'll definitely get some people in the game for sure. Yeah.
yeah.
For sure. I mean, because the way you got to look at it too is like Blizzard knows like this is going to be a really big movie release. I mean, think about it. Even if they made a movie about like say Diablo, right? You'd go see it, right?
Right.
Duh. Okay. Well, there's like, you know what, 7, 8, 9 million people that still play World of Warcraft. You know, somewhere in that range, because it keeps fluctuating. Not and how many people play Diablo? How many people play just Hearthstone? How many people play just Heroes of the Storm? How many people just play StarCraft? Okay, they're still a fan of the Blizzard universe. They're still a fan of the lore, and they know that Blizzard puts out a quality product. So those people are also going to go and watch this movie. So
Right.
there's going to be so much money made. Like it's going to be gross. I'm going to go to the midnight release though. At least I'm going to try to. I'm going to try to get one of my best friends from home to come down as well, who we've known each other our entire lives. We always game together. He's actually the one that got me into. He's the one that told me to get World of Warcraft. That's why I have a collector's edition, original vanilla collector's edition. He's like, trust me, man, you got to get this game. It's going to be like the biggest game in the world. But he also said the same thing about Rift. And then he said the same thing about Hellgate London. So
Hellgate London, I haven't even heard of that one.
there you go. See, actually, that was the guy who Hellgate London was the guy who created Diablo and Diablo 2. He left Blizzard and started his own company called Flagship Studios, and he created a MMO FPS. What else was it? Action adventure platformer. It was like everything except for like racing, like rolled into one. So like you would like go around, like you could either play in first person or third person. You like have these like guns, you kill things, and then you find these items, and it's like an MMO. But then it's like basically like demons invaded like London. You had to like fight them off. I don't know. The idea was really cool, but you were finding legendaries at like level 3. Like the game was just really like not done at all. And I also have the collection edition of that game, which I
Yeah, you
regret.
can tell that story to your children.
Yeah, I know. Back in my day,
Right.
yeah, we had to pay more money for the physical copies of a game.
And 1 gold was a lot
Yeah.
in World of Warcraft.
Back in my day, I had to wait 3 hours to get on the damn server. And then I'd get disconnected because Mama picked up the phone.
Wow, we're going real far back.
Oh, yeah, dude. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. All right, so enough about the happiness. Enough. Enough. Because you know what? I'm starting to get irritated. Now I'm getting mad. I'm getting irritated because I can see the next thing on the notes. And I'm already getting angry. So, Heroes of the Storm was broadcast on ESPN2 for you guys that don't know. If you don't know what Heroes of the Storm is, then bless you, by the way. Well, we'll just sneeze for you guys who are listening to the audio-only portion
Yes.
of the show.
No, I didn't. It wasn't on the audio.
No, he was no. But
better.
they can't see it. That's why I'm letting them know. I'm painting them a picture.
That you suddenly magically saved his soul.
Will removed his beautiful leopard print hat, and he carefully placed it down by his rose-petaled footstool. He then sneezed daintily off to his side, while winking at the same time, like trying to hold it back, but not quite enough, where it just came right out. So, but you look beautiful again. Thank you. Okay, so if you don't know what Heroes of the Storm is, obviously you know what Heroes of the Storm is. So I'm not going to get into that. So this is the Heroes of the Dorm tournament. There was over 800 teams that went in for a chance to win free tuition for the rest of their college education. Now that's a really big friggin' deal. Okay, first of all, let's just think about that for a second. I mean, I'm still paying off college debt from when I was in college, and I graduated college in 2008. 2008, people. Okay, math. Learn. Okay? It's a lot of years already. I'm still paying. So these guys played like a video game and can get free college tuition. Not for just them, but for everyone on the team. That's really cool. So after 800 teams competed, 4 teams were left: Boston College, Arizona State, Illinois, and UC Berkeley. They competed in front of a live audience in LA, and not only did they get a free trip to LA for them and their family, right? Room, board, flight, food, the whole shebang. Okay. They also were going to be broadcasting live on ESPN2. That's a really big deal because ESPN is like the omega of sports coverage, right? I mean, they cover Magic the Gathering, for example, and poker, but so you can see where Heroes of the Storm wouldn't quite fit in there. So anyways, they have this amazing production. They're having some really awesome commentators like Day 9, Tasteless, Artosis. All those guys are up there doing a really great job. The video production is great. The audio, the lighting, everything is just spot on. Awesome show. For someone that like does a lot of stuff on the back end of this stuff, like I have more of an appreciation for those people, and they put on an excellent show. And then if you go on Twitter, all you see are these jerk off, stud muffin upped steroid, gay locker room boy. I probably shouldn't say. You see where I'm going with this? All these dude bros in here going, "Hey, what is this? What is this? World of Warcraft, StarCraft? What is this game? What is this? I don't even know what this is. Why is it on ESPN?" One person was so upset because they didn't have the women's ice hockey final or something on instead of it's like, what do you even? So
that's a thing.
Exactly. So I mean, granted, the fact that the thing that really irritated me wasn't the fact that everyone's going to talk all this shit, because everyone's going to talk shit. People aren't used to new things. They aren't used to change. They aren't used to that, and I get that. You know what I mean? Like, okay, if it's not like something you typically see on ESPN, you're gonna be like, whoa, what the hell is this? So I get it. And for the casual person that doesn't play a lot of video games, okay, I can understand like why you'd be like, okay, what's this? But then to the fact that it's like they didn't even talk about like the positive effect of what this is. So for example, the League of Legends International Invitational, which sounds kind of funny to say out loud in my head. It sounded better in my head. That brought in 37 million viewers. 37 million. Okay. It cost them like, I mean, I can't remember the number off the top. I have to look at, I found the number I should have wrote down, damn it. It was like a very low amount of money in terms of production budget. Like, especially compared to something like, if you're going to get like 37 million viewers, the Super Bowl doesn't even get like as many viewers as they were getting, as League of Legends, the International was getting online and on TV combined. Like, Super Bowl couldn't even touch it. And Super Bowl cost thousands and thousands of times more money to put together. So it's like, I don't understand, like, why people get, I mean, I can get it from a casual point of view, but at the same time, it's like, this is something that costs next to nothing to put together. You have a point of interest, which means gaming isn't on regular TV. It isn't. It is a huge market. There's a lot of people. The demographic for the average gamer is between 24 and 35 with a disposable income, with over 80% of them having college educations. That's a pretty good demographic. That's pretty good, if you ask me. And it doesn't matter what you're trying to sell. Okay, they have disposable income. They're educated. That's good. Okay. Total Biscuit put together a really good video, and that's one of the stats he had mentioned in it. And if you haven't checked that out, go over to his channel on YouTube and check out the video he posted about it, because it is very, very informative. It is one of those things that make you just go, yeah, you're right. I can't believe people would actually bash this in a way where comparing esports to regular sports and comparing athletes to professional gamers. It's like, that doesn't make any sense. It's two different things. So I don't know. What do you guys think? I mean, first of all, did you guys watch it at all? Any part of it?
I caught some of it, but I didn't. I had a lot going on around it, so I didn't actually get to really look at it and really pay attention to it. But it goes back to that whole, for me, that kind of chatter goes back to the argument of, oh, gaming is too nerdy, it's too geeky, whatever, which in these days, maybe 15 years ago, yeah, okay, if you were a gamer of our sort with PCs and even playing your Nintendo 64 or whatever, you were pretty geeky, nerdy, or at least thought of. But these days, Clash of
It's a
Clans,
billion-dollar
Facebook
industry.
games, Facebook Farmville crap. I mean, everyone plays some sort of game and does something. Even your great aunt Tessie is playing
Candy Crush
Farmville,
or
going Candy
whatever.
Crush, yeah, just all that kind of stuff. So gaming as a entertainment business is starting to grow, and why not let it? Because more and more people are interested. I mean, my kids spend hours upon hours watching Minecraft videos, Clash of Clan videos, just everything on YouTube, and that's just what people are doing these days. It's I don't know.
Well,
Well,
that's
it's kind of like
Gaming is sheep.
YouTube as a profession. Like,
Yeah,
a decade ago, that was a laughable thing, and the amount of money some YouTubers make is kind of obscene. So,
yeah. I mean,
all in due time
and that's what I'm saying. It's all about targeted entertainment.
and
Like,
timing.
yeah.
and of course, but the point is that the time is nigh. Time is now.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it used to be 10, 15, 20 years ago. Oh, man, video games are making the jump to online play. They're making the jump to, first it was just PCs, then it was consoles that you could play with anyone locally, then you could play with anyone around the world, and then and it's like, oh, man, now it's going to be a source of entertainment. Like, to really, like, push on the forefront of gamers, of like, oh, I can play with someone from Britain and from someone from Germany at the same time and broadcast it to the world at the
Yeah.
same time. And
Well, that's like just the phenomenon of Twitch itself. I mean, it's big enough this year that Twitch is holding their own convention.
but that's why Twitch is so big. Like, the reason why simply put, Twitch is the way Twitch is because traditional television will not cover video games. They won't. They don't see it as a good source of entertainment. They don't see it as a credible thing. They see it as a like Will said, a nerdy thing and a geeky thing, a thing that the basement, quote unquote, mama's basement dwellers do, and it's ridiculous. It's crazy. If the only thing that makes sense to me is, like, you don't like money. That's the only thing I can think of. You as a TV producer, an executive of a large TV brand, you do not like money. Because that's the only thing I can think of. And I'm sure none of those guys are greedy in any way, shape, or form. I mean, you look at someone like HBO.
No.
I mean, HBO now has their own. They went off completely separate. They're like, to hell with all you guys. The only thing that's really even holding cable TV together are major sporting events. Playoffs, Super Bowl, really big major events like that. The Macy's Day Parade. That's what's keeping TV alive. Really?
Well, and even ESPN now. I've got an Apple TV that I got for Christmas, and even ESPN and a couple other channels are giving you their own channel on an Apple TV or an own streaming type thing that you
Yeah.
can watch some of these live things on.
Yeah.
So it's like even they're saying screw you to being bundled with everything else.
Because, I mean, think about how often you would actually watch, like, if Twitch wasn't Twitch, but Twitch was, say, like, a channel on your TV, think about how much
Yeah.
you'd watch your TV.
Oh yeah.
A lot. You'd always have it on that channel. Like, so you go to that channel, it's kind of like imagine it's like HBO On Demand or something, right? Like, so you select it, and then it brings you to, like, a sub-menu. You're like, okay, what game do you want to watch? And then you select your game. You're like, okay, which broadcaster do you want to watch? You know what I mean? Whatever. It's the exact same setup as Twitch, except it's on TV rather than online, and that's the reason why Twitch is the way it is. Because you have, like, I think they said when the League of Legends Invitational went out, it was 27 million unique viewers watched it. 27 million unique viewers. That is ridiculous. Okay, that is so many people. You cannot ignore those numbers. And that's why I really wish Blizzard will release the numbers to the Heroes of the Dorm cast, both online and for ESPN, because I would love to see what those numbers are. That way you can just turn around to some of those analysts who literally, so you see the one, obviously I'm not going to say his name, but you guys should know who he is if you saw him on Twitter. The caster and the writer and what else does he do? whatever he does, doesn't matter. He,
Radio
he's
show.
yeah, like he does his own show. He said he'd rather stick a gun in his mouth than listen to any of that type of commentary again from Heroes of the Dorm. Which honestly, I don't think is a bad idea. I mean, I think he's onto something there. I personally would let him use mine if he likes. If he wants to go that route. But I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's just, they're so narrow-minded and they're so old-fashioned. It reminds me of, like, you know, like olden times, like Little House on the Prairie versus like the Brady Bunch or something. You know what I mean? Or like Full House. It's like two completely different like mindsets. You know what I mean? Like, you're both accomplishing the same thing. You're both going through quality entertainment. And you're both going through like a family-oriented thing. It's just one is more modern than the other. Just like nowadays we have, without the source of irony, is Modern Family. You know, Modern Family is what was then Full House, which was then Little House on the Prairie, which was then, you know, whatever. So it's as soon as I saw that statement from that one ESPN host, I almost broke I squeezed my phone so hard. I swear to God I was gonna snap the screen. I was so mad because it just irritates me to the point where I'm like, who the fuck are you, man? Like, who the fuck are you to put us on trial? You know what I mean? Like, you don't know us. You don't know anything about any of this community. You have no idea what it takes to even put together something like that. You have no idea what the skill it takes to play a game at that kind of competitive level. It's like, who the fuck are you? I hope you do shoot yourself in the fucking face. I really do. Oh, I'm so angry at that guy. All right, someone tell me something happy. Someone tell me a joke. I think I need a joke.
They are on the Heroes of the Storm Twitch channel right now. They are broadcasting a replay of, in case you didn't have cable like me, I observed the event through the ESPN2 hashtag on Sunday night. So now I'm getting to watch the live broadcast, and there are almost 14,000 people watching something that we all know the outcome for.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Exactly. So what's that tell you?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
there is a market.
There's a high demand for it. I mean, it doesn't make any sense, and that's why it's really ignorant of some of these guys to come in and be like, I mean, I really wish that someone like that, when he says stuff like that, would just lose his job. He's like, oh, this is the end of my career. This is how the end of my career is going to go. It's like, good. Then leave, dude. Then leave. I'm sorry, dude, but then go. Like,
there's the door.
Times change, man. Like, that's my whole point. Going back to earlier when I said the time is now. Like, it used to be that like one day we'd always, you know, even when we were younger, because we're about, you know, all about the same, in the same age demographic, we'd say, geez, I can't wait till one day like video games are gonna be on TV, and you know, and I'm gonna be able to watch video games like, you know, like I watch TV. And guess what? The time is now. This is now. It's not, oh, I can't wait until. It is now. And the problem is that modern TV won't adapt to that ideology. And if it takes them dying completely to them to fully understand it, then so be it, dude. I'd rather support Twitch than support any type of CBS, NBC, ABC, ESPN, whatever, especially if they broadcast it but then mock us at the same time.
Yeah.
You can go to hell, dude. I'd much rather watch on Twitch, give them the viewership, give them the ad revenue, give them the traffic, and make them more money than ever make you any money. You know?
Well, I bet it will be with experiments like this, Heroes of the Dorm. It's cool that it's out there, and now they have some metrics to measure against. I bet it'll be a sort of generational thing. So we're on the edge of being their demographic, so to speak.
Hey-o.
But then the 18-year-old, 24-year-olds that are growing up doing this every day are going to get into our category and go, yeah, why can't I watch this? Well, I'm just going to not subscribe to ESPN. I'm not going to subscribe to cable. Screw that.
And it's already
I'm
starting to
just go
happen.
on the
That's what I'm
computer.
saying.
Right.
Like, I mean, I'm at the
But
age where
as
I'm almost 30. I mean, I'm an adult, you know what I mean? And then, like, you gotta figure, like, I know, makes you feel bad, doesn't it?
Yeah. Hey, I'm way older.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, that demographic we're already there pretty much. You know what I'm saying? We're just not in that, like, really high up executive type level where everyone in that is like 60, 70. See what I'm saying?
Right.
They're all like, you know?
I want to watch my golf on the
Oh, yeah,
Sundays.
geez, you see that McElroy kid? He hit that ball about 350 yards. It's like, man, just, make me sick.
Yeah, one thing I did kind of want to mention is just we're right on that cusp of where people used to balk at the millions of dollars that professional athletes are paid, but if you guys look at some of the tournament cups for League of Legends, by comparison, the Heroes of the Dorm prizes were actually pretty small. Even if you,
Yeah.
let's say
Yeah,
they
sure.
all were college freshmen, they got 3 years. That's 5 people on the team, 75,000 a pop. Still smaller than some of the league tournaments, and this is the one that got televised. Like we're at that tipping point of, we will see professional gamers with those multi-million-dollar contracts.
And that's what doesn't make any sense either, is it's not like this was some kind of shoddy work done by any stretch of the imagination. The commentators are good. These are people that are known in the gaming community. These are people that have been commentating for years. The production crew did an amazing job. You had someone like Sir Scoots in there, who was on the back end doing in the production booth, just killing it. I mean, the music was good. The lighting was good. Everything was good. Everything was good. This is definitely national TV quality work. And that's the other thing that's irritating, is just because they didn't like what they were seeing on the screen, they were like, oh, this shouldn't be here. Well, I don't like watching a lot of different kinds of sports. I don't like rugby. I don't like soccer. I don't like women's hockey. There's a lot of things I don't like. Okay, I don't like volleyball, but it's on ESPN, because it's just sport. But technically, so is chess. So technically, chess is a sport because it's in the Olympics. And if you don't believe me, Google it, bitch. So there you go. Suck on that.
Deep breath, Sean.
God, it makes me so mad, dude. If I ever see that dude, I am gonna just. I'm trying to be. Believe it or not, this is like the PG version of me too. Like if I was not streaming right now, I would be saying some things that I probably shouldn't be saying. So there you go.
Yeah, at least it wasn't every ESPN writer, broadcaster, whatever. There was
No, it wasn't.
a gal that she had no exposure to it whatsoever, but she was live tweeting the event and just was completely overwhelmed by like how just the excitement and how much fun it was. It really took her by surprise. And that was one thing that was like, there was lots and lots and lots of salt on that ESPN2 hashtag, but there were a lot of people that had never seen something like this before, and they were equally as fascinated. So it's just a matter of getting their feet wet.
No, I know. And that's the thing, it's just one of those things where you can't compare apples to apples. You can't compare an athlete to a professional gamer. And that's why they're not called athletes. They're called professional gamers. It's that simple. But if you think if you think it's that easy to just walk in and be the best at a video game, go ahead. Go play a video game you've never played in your entire life and see if you can be the best at it in one day. Go ahead. Try it. Anything. Go pick up Hearthstone. You haven't played Hearthstone? Go ahead, see if you can hit rank 1 legend this week. I'll even give you the month. See if you can do it in a month. But you can't do it. Okay? I mean, it takes skill. It takes time. It takes, just like anything else, it takes years and years of you beating on your craft to get good at it. So why should they not get any recognition? It's the same exact thing as sports. That's why it's just esports. Yeah, dummy. Okay, I'm gonna really freak out if I keep talking about this. So, Will, can you talk about our PTR retesting before I lose my mind?
Can do.
Thank you.
Can do. Take a deep breath.
Thank you.
Oh, calm down. So, if you missed some of the blue threads and such, there were 6 raid bosses tested on Heroic last week in PTR 6.2. I am going to screw up many of these names, but that's cool. I'm sure you will as well. So,
Yay.
Fellord Zakun, Gorefiend, Kilrog Deadeye, Cormorant, Shadow Lord Iskal, and Tyrant Belhari.
Yay.
So I got all of those in. I have point of view videos of those up on my YouTube. Some do guides eventually. Too much time. Blah. Were you in? Which ones?
Gorefiend and Kilrog. Did you have the item level fun with Kilrog like we
yes.
did? Oh my goodness.
Yeah, that was joy.
They had to have been testing some of the Time Walker stuff for instances in general, and in case you guys didn't hear about it, they scaled everybody down to item level 372. 372 was Cataclysm, just to put it in perspective. That was 300 item levels ago, and what, 5 years?
Yeah,
so,
and my raid leader who was trying to put it together, she was like, well, I guess we'll put every cooldown possible on the tank just so we can see the first 20 seconds of the fight. So we lived for 20, 30 seconds. But they did fix it. And
yeah, they fixed it pretty quickly. It was just funny in the meantime.
Yeah.
One of the ads would sneeze and everybody was dead.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I really like the Shadow Lord Iskal. That's like one of the Arakoa bird people. And that one was... It took a little while to get used to. And there's some, don't stand over here, put this thing over here so it doesn't blow up everyone. But the real main mechanic of it is you have this eye that you're passing back and forth to people, and if you put it on a healer, they're able to do a dispel of something in the fight, so you have to give it to a healer at certain points. If you get it to a DPS, they get to do an interrupt at a certain point. But the real fun part of it that's going to be really bad for raids who don't have good personal responsibility is occasionally people would get this debuff where they were just like being shoved back, and you eventually get shoved off the platform. You have to pass the item to each one of them, and they have to pass it on to other people who will have that debuff in like rapid succession. Yeah, that's going to be fun. So it's like hot potato.
I feel like my tainted core macro will have new life.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm just gonna hit Divine Shield.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what's gonna happen.
You can.
Yeah.
You can
I know. Oh, I know I can. I'm gonna be like, they're gonna be like, Sean, you need to move to the edge. Like, no, I bubbled.
No, we're good.
Nah, I'm good.
Ice block and a double blink.
Yeah, I'm
Anybody?
good. Yeah. I'm not playing that game. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Kind of.
So that one was kind of fun.
Was it like an Ice Crown with the bites? Is it kind of something along those lines?
Essentially, but you had to react within a few seconds. It wasn't like, okay, we got to pre-plan you biting this person.
Right.
It was like, okay, these 4 people got the debuff, toss it to this person. Okay, this person's got it. Hey, toss it over to this other guy. Just really quickly. If you didn't get it all done within about 10 seconds, someone was dying. So, yeah, really raid personal responsibility kind of thing. It's kind of scary for some of my raid.
I think it's like that with most everyone's raid, actually.
Yeah.
I think it's okay.
But they do have 4 more encounters scheduled up to test this week. We have Hellfire High Council, Hellfire Assault, Skurathar the Eternal, and then Manaroth. So we get to see old Manaroth again. That only leaves 2 bosses that need testing in Heroic, Arkmond and Zul'Horak. I know I'm butchering that one, but whatever.
I think you were pretty good, though. I think you were pretty close.
Was I? Okay,
yeah, I think so.
Whatever. I assume an X means a Z, usually.
Usually it does. Do you want a big applause? I can give you applause.
I do.
You do want one? I gotta find. There it is. Yay! Spelling and words. Okay.
So, and as well, after this Thursday's test, they're opening a wing of LFR. So, Heroic testing's winding down. Mythic's probably coming a week or 2. I don't know. This like really makes me nervous that the pace that they're doing this means 6.2 is going to be sooner than people think.
Yeah, but think about beta. They did 2 rounds of raid testing for beta. Or no, I guess they did 1 round for all the raid testing. And then months and months later before
Foundry came out, yeah.
Yeah.
What's this instance? What's the tier that we're doing right now? What's it called? BlackRock Foundry. There we go.
Yeah, filthy casual.
Duh. Oh
I
wait.
feel so dirty.
Wait, I have a song for that. Wait, I'm not ready because I was getting other things queued up. Oh damn it! It's too late now. I really.
To be fair though, as a filthy casual, I've been getting some pretty good lucky drops from my garrison caches, and I actually have better gear than some of the Mythic core team.
To be fair,
and they're 7 of 10.
Damn.
This is the song I wanted to play, just in case you guys are curious. Yeah.
Wow. Things just fall apart with no Matt.
Dude, he'd be so angry if he was here right now. He'd be so mad. He'd go, ugh.
And then he'd put his head down like
I know.
He'd do one of these.
I know. He's so embarrassed by me. I'm
But
like
I don't know,
I'm like that friend
6.2
he has that he doesn't want to tell people he's friends with me, but he is friends with me. You know, like I'm that guy.
I don't know. You think 6.2? It feels like June almost. It feels like they're really pushing hard.
We're right around the Warcraft movie time, huh? What?
That's June of next year.
What? We'll just do next year. What? You imagine that? Actually, you know how cool that would be? They'd be like, if they actually plan something around like the movie's release, and
Could be an expansion.
what's I'm saying, they could be like, oh, like if you go to the midnight theater, or like the midnight release server, like they'll do like at the end of the movie, they'd be like, oh, and by the way, boom, be like,
They would be wise to do that if like you said, they're gonna get a real big.
I mean, you know they
new
are.
subscriber base. Then you have something cool and shiny to.
Yeah,
for people to
absolutely,
buy.
sure. I mean, I hope it kind of comes on soon, but at the same time, I hope it doesn't. I mean, I'm still fairly enjoying BlackRock, so yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
we'll see.
I really want. I mean, my team's now 5 of 10, and obviously we got to replace the main tank. But I feel like I want to be 7 or 8 out of 10
Yeah.
mythic before the next one comes out, just to feel like, okay, we got through
Most
a lot
of it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And
I
that's
know-
how I am too.
I know Blast Furnace is oh my god, and I know Black Hand is just ridiculous.
Yeah.
So if that doesn't happen, yeah, no. Most people are saying it's like a 200 to 300 pull boss.
Oh, easy. Yeah.
So
Easy.
even with gear, even with how people are.
Yeah. It's just
So-
it's the derp song again. Derp, derp, derpity derp. Yeah, I don't know why it does that. I guess it's part of the song.
I almost thought it was Katie doing that.
I know.
I seriously did.
The first time I ever heard it, I was like, "What the hell was that?"
That was well timed, Katie. Good job.
All right. Do you guys have any shout-outs? I gotta get to rating. They're actually
Shout out.
holding off on certain bosses so I can get certain pieces of gear.
Shout out to Matt's derpy face.
Yeah, good job, Matt.
Here's to you, buddy.
Way to stay strong and not say a word the whole time. I don't really have any shout-outs this week. I'm sick. Shout out to my immune system for being lazy. You guys have anything else? Once, twice?
Nope.
Sold. Okay, cool. Well, in that place, I get to hit this music. I get to keep it right where it's at, I guess. Episode number 9's in the books. If you like the show, you know, you can give it a 5-star rating on iTunes and Stitcher. It makes me happy. You can leave a comment, and I'll read them on the stream eventually. Once I get enough of them added up. That way it doesn't make sense when I read like one at a time. It's just silly. Additionally, you can follow the show's Twitter at @TheEdge_podcast. That sounded funny. @TheEdge_podcast. There you go. And our Twitch, The Edge Podcast, is all one word to keep up to date when we go live. You can also find us over at that nice little site called d20crit.com. Also, Con Before the Storm, nice little shameless plug. I will be there running the volunteer people, the event. You'll see me running around looking cool. So if you are going to BlizzCon and you would like to see me before BlizzCon, hang out and come to a really cool event. It's free to get in. You meet a bunch of cool personalities, a bunch of games, artwork, just a whole bunch of stuff. And there will be booze. So for you shy types out there, have a couple of vodka Red Bulls and you'll open right up. I love your show. Give me a hug. Take a shower. Okay. That's going to do it before I get myself in trouble. We will see you guys next Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Hopefully I'll have everyone here so Matt can give me some kind of dumb... I miss those kind of now that I don't have them right now. So, okay. All right, anyways. Guys, we're out. Peace.